people. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and our entertainment. I guess by now it is common knowledge that Vybz Kartel's appeal did not go as he planned, as they like, because all four persons we are talking about, Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, Kyra Jones and Andre St. John, they were all found to be guilty as charged in the initial charge. Now people, I did a video on my next channel where I'm speaking about True Jamaica Buzz, and I am going to pin that video that I did pertaining to this appeal. It has more detail. However, in this case, I am going to speak about what the lawyer said. I am speaking about the lawyer for Vybz Kartel. We're speaking about Valerie Nita Robertson, and we're also speaking about the lawyer for Sean Storm. We're speaking about a person whose name is Bert Samuels. Now, these interviews were done after the decision by the three judges. We are speaking about Justice Morrison, we are speaking about Justice Brooks, and we are also speaking about Justice Frank Williams. It was a very unanimous decision. Everybody agreed that the decision should stay as it is. So therefore, Vybz Kartel will remain. So therefore, Vybz Kartel and the rest of them are eligible for parole, like stated before in the initial case. We are talking about Vybz Kartel, 35 years. He must do 35 years before he is actually eligible. The other person, I think, is 25, 15, or 20. I am not sure. However, it is a lot of time. We are speaking about a life sentence. Now, based on what the lawyer is saying, we are speaking about Bert Samuels. He said that he is deeply disappointed and that he will be filing an appeal with the UK Privy Council, and he has up to 14 days in which to file this appeal. So basically, he is saying that that is Vybz Kartel's last paradas. It is his last hope for any sort of freedom, point blank and period. The lawyer also stated, I am speaking about Bert Samuels, that he made a light-hearted appeal on the sentencing because they were so optimistic. They thought that more than likely today would have been the decision day. We are speaking about in the favor of the artist. May I talk about Sean Storm and also his co-accused Vybz Kartel, Rete, Lele, Blue, blah, bling. However, the lawyer also stated that there is a silver lining behind all the dark clouds, because he said that more than likely each of these persons, we are speaking about the defendants, we are speaking about Vybz Kartel, we are talking about Sean Storm and also Kyra Jones and Andre St. John, they should have at least 5 years shaved off their sentence. And last but not least, the lawyer also clearly stated that he did not get a judgment. He did not get a reason from any of the appellate judges. We are speaking about the three judges as to why they made the decision that they made. So people, it is still pending. So in other words, the lawyer is making it abundantly clear that there was not a hard copy. We are talking about copy. We are talking about a physical paper copy. However, he should expect to get that judgment via email. We are talking about soft copy. We are talking about by the internet. So people, that is what the lawyer that is representing Sean Storm had to say about that decision and the judgment. So people, I am going to let you listen what the lawyer representing Vybz Kartel had to say. I am speaking about Valerie Nita Robertson. So people, take a listen. So the lawyer for Vybz Kartel also echoed the same sentiments. She said that she is deeply disappointed. However, she plans to file an appeal with the UK Privy Council within 14 days. She also said she also made it abundantly clear that she is also appealing the sentencing. Now people, if you remember, this lady made a post yesterday, or she said something yesterday. Now, in that post or in that statement, she said she told the Vybz Kartel fans to celebrate responsibly because of the big C that is in Jamaica. When I talk about the big C, may I talk about the Chinese Ray Ray. Now, when we talk about the UK Privy Council, people, we are speaking about Vybz Kartel and his team of lawyers. Vybz Kartel and his co-accused, they have to retain. We are talking about a lawyer from UK. People, when you talk about UK, we are speaking about the pound. So therefore, we are speaking about a very costly endeavor. We are speaking about something that is going to cost a lot of money. People, based on the fact that Vybz Kartel and the rest of his co-accused has been incarcerated for in excess of 8 years, People, the money might be running out. People, I am not saying that Vybz Kartel is broke. However, we have to keep in mind, we have to be realistic that Vybz Kartel has been locked up for 8 years or more. So therefore, he is not performing. So even though you see that he is topping the charts, people, the music is not selling like it used to sell back in the day. So people, we have to be realistic, point blank and period. The lawyer also made it abundantly clear that she does not know when the Privy Council will make a decision, if they will even accept the leave of this case. That means they accept the case and look it over because of the Big C, because the Big C is wreaking havoc all over the place. We are talking about UK, America, Rete, Lele, Blue, blah, blank. So people, we are speaking about it is looking very, very bad as it pertains to Vybz Kartel and his co-accused. Point blank and period. Now people, when we look at this situation as it pertains to Vybz Kartel, we see that Vybz Kartel has been incarcerated in excess of 8 years. And we are speaking about just to get this decision. So therefore, when it goes to the Privy Council, we are speaking about in UK, we can expect some extended delay. So at the end of the day, if we add 8 years plus the next 4 or 5 years, we are speaking about at least 13 years before Vybz Kartel's street. We are speaking about at least 13 years of incarceration before Vybz Kartel even stand a chance. And people, we have to remember that based on the decision, it was also unanimous by the 3 appellate judges. So therefore, what does this mean? According to the lawyer we are speaking about, Bert Samuels, he said that these unanimous decisions are usually 90%. Is it in favor or is it disadvantageous to the artist? People, me don't know what it means. And when we look at this unanimous decision by these judges, it seems like the judges thought that even though there were some technical difficulties, even though there were some improprieties, even though there were some things that was not followed by protocol, even though there was some bad admitted evidence, even though some investigators or detectives them tell some lie, and even though there were some inconsistencies, the fact is that he was convicted, he was charged for the slap away of Lizard Williams. So even with all those technicality, they also thought that it was overwhelming. And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am just speculating based on their decision because like I said before, there is not a hard copy and there is not a soft copy of the judgment. We are talking about no paperwork, we are talking about no copy or no email, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. Me just say based on them decision. Now when we analyze this case as it pertains to Vybz Kartel and his other co-defendants, we have to ask the question, how did he get from being a very talented artist? How did he get from being an artist that did not really need to be involved in any sort of passa and mix up and blender? And people, I am not saying that he is guilty of the things that he is charged for. However, based on the court, based on the decision, we are talking about the initial case and also the appeals decision. People, we are speaking about a person that is labeled as a convict. We are speaking about a person that is labeled as a person that slap away a next human being. And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. We are talking about Clive Lizard Williams. He was not any altar boy. He was not a sin. However, based on the rules and laws of Jamaica, based on the decision that the judges made, it is true. You cannot slap away a next person, even if they are the devil. Point blank and period. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that based on the decision made in the initial trial and also this appeal, Vybz Kartel is now labeled twice as a person that slap away a next person or was part of a conspiracy to slap away a next person. And like me say, people, he has not exhausted all of his appeal. We are talking about the Privy Council, but people, we are also speaking about hopeful and we are also thinking about wishful thinking once again, one more again, because the truth and the facts that nobody knows, nobody can decide or make that decision except for the UK Privy Council, if they even accept that they are going to take on the case. And people, like we see, only time will tell. Now people, they say that when it rains and it pours, and we see that Vybz Kartel has been getting very bad news since the start of the day we are speaking about, based on the decision by the 3 appellate judge. However, it is not done there because we see that the mother of Clive Lizard William, the person that Vybz Kartel and his co-accused, is accused of slapping away. She had something to say. She is dissing Vybz Kartel and she is saying that his mother is supposed to suffer just like she did for the loss of her child. So people, take a listen, take a look to what she has to say.
Nah, fall in vain. We go down pan we knee and we pray. If we eye water now fall in vain, me picnic never do him nothing. Me picnic never do him nothing. Me say, him a go water now go in vain. He hold up the tap take where the man can tie up them and come run down me picnic him. He say, nah, prison cancer go him in there. Him a go stand there. And Privy Council now let him go neither. Me when he done it now go had $1 left. Me yai water now go in vain. The 1st of February. Every 1st of February, me remember me boy birthday the 20th of August. Vybz Kartel now come out. Me no business. Who want come look for me now can come. In now come out him and they are dead. In the same way me can feel it, mama go feel it too. And she never go look about him when the pooper say look about him, he only push them and lick their head on the concrete post. And when the pooper say sitting wrong with him, go she say he left him not do him. And she come on national TV the day up and come talk about she say no prayers and blessing come down. In blessing run out. In blessings run out.
So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.